How many times in a day you get a call from an unknown number? And when you pick up, some random person or sometimes even automated voice says to you, "Hello, we have a great offer for you." And then they go on to sell you a credit card or a flat, sometimes a commercial property or even RO water machine cleaning services. Can you mentally count how many of them? Is it one? No, you cannot be that lucky. Is it two? Maybe not. Most probably, it's at least three. It is a small interruption to your day maybe, but it derails you from whatever you were doing and can be very irritating. Also, I'm quite sure your number will be registered in DND, yet you will get these calls. So today we will tell you why, despite being registered for Do Not Disturb or DND, you still get these calls. First, let's understand the menace of these calls with some data points. A survey done by Local Circles says that in their study, 60% of respondents indicated that they receive 3 or more spam calls on an average every day. The data shows that while 30% of the respondents get 1 to 2 spam calls on an average every day, 36% of those surveyed indicated that they get 3 to 5 spam calls minimum almost daily. 21% of the respondents indicated 6 to 10 spam calls and 3% indicated over 10 unwanted calls. However, 4% of the respondents gave no clear response, while 6% shared that they were fortunate not to get any such phone calls. I don't know who those lucky ones are. Now, all this is happening despite the government's earlier steps to protect the consumer through the new Indian Telecommunications Bill 2023, which was passed by the Parliament in December, replacing the century-old telecom law. The telecoms, after directives from the government, lodged their own DNDs as well, but nothing seems to be working. Here is a message sent by me for blocking all categories of such calls to the DND, but I still get at least 3 to 5 calls a day. And I also get fraudulent calls that try to scam me. But like most of you, I ignore them as even the police can't seem to do anything about them. But coming back to the pesky telemarketers, how do they circumvent the supposed DND registry? We got an official of a telemarketing company to explain this to us.
देखिए, टेलीमार्केटिंग कंपनीज डीएनडी पे कोई भी मैसेज या कॉल भेजने के लिए जो तरीका अपनाती हैं उसको कहते हैं राउटर या मॉडेम बेस्ड रूट। इस रूट में वो जनरली 20 से 200 के बीच में सिम्स इंस्टॉल करते हैं अपने राउटर में, और उन सिम्स का यूज करके वो डीएनडी नंबर्स पर वॉइस कॉल भी भेज सकती हैं और एसएमएस भी भेज सकती हैं। ये बहुत सिंपल तरीका है, इसमें कोई लंबी चौड़ी टेक्नोलॉजी की आवश्यकता नहीं होती है। कोई भी इंसान घर पे बैठ के इस चीज को एक्टिवेट कर सकता है। ऐसी कंपनीज सिर्फ सिम्स प्रोक्योर करती हैं और उसके बाद नेहरू प्लेस जैसे किसी भी जगह पर जाकर वहां से राउटर बाय करते हैं और उनको कॉन्फ़िगर कर देती हैं इजीली।
Coming back to the survey, 90% of respondents admitted that despite registering in DND, they still get the calls, while 5% indicated they don't get them, and 5% of those surveyed gave no clear answers. This is a clear indication of the fact that DND list is not working for the consumers. 76% of respondents indicated that the highest number of pesky phone calls they have received have been from financial services and real estate sectors. The breakup of the data shows 54% of respondents are receiving pesky calls from companies selling financial services, 22% from companies selling real estate, 7% say that the companies providing healthcare or pathology services are calling them, and 4% say that they were called for job offers or earning opportunities. 2% calls that are coming in are providing services like RO repairs, spa, beauty, etc. and 2% providing mobile number, better mobile and talk data plans, etc. and 7% of respondents indicated other categories.
So what we have done here is reached out to mobile subscribers across the country, and we have received 60,000 responses on this national study which reached out to people in 378 districts of the country. And the idea was to, because we've been getting a lot of complaints on local circles about pesky calls or spam calls or unsolicited messages and calls. So one of the key findings is that this is a pan-India phenomena. It's happening across the country, and pretty much every citizen, 94% citizens, have basically admitted that they are receiving pesky calls. And the phenomena, according to our learnings, is that in a company, if let's say there is a sales manager who has a target of generating, let's say, 20 sales, of a insurance policy or bank account, whatever, right? These sales managers in turn contract out some of this calling to home-based workers, to other outsourced workers, who in turn go out and they get mobile numbers on their names, or they may already have a mobile number or a couple of mobile numbers on their name, and they are calling from those personal numbers. So from a company standpoint, right, the call is not going directly from the company to the consumer. It's coming from these individuals who are calling other individuals. And today, as it stands, there is no single system where you can blacklist a pesky caller who, let's say, has got a Airtel SIM and is calling me or you. And therefore, because the system is not integrated, even if, let's say, lots of complaints were made and that number was blacklisted, they could go to a Vodafone SIM or a Jio SIM and start calling again.
So what is the solution to this? I don't really know. Everyone, even the experts, seem as clueless as us. We can only hope that TRAI can grow beyond the toothless giant that it has become and come down heavily on the telecom operators to devise better mechanisms. But till then, keep taking deep breaths and forget about it. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.